What's up? Who's the Joester in the house? Cool Joe in the house, and he's back. Okay, now let's finish this conversation. As I was saying, this is part 2 of Don't Do Drugs. Drugs are bad for you, not healthy for you, not good for you, terrible for you. You should stay off of them. Cigarettes. Most of you families do cigarettes and drugs. It's not healthy for you. It is not healthy for you to do drugs. Cigarettes can cause you all kinds of lung issues. Smoking drugs build a bad relationship. It can ruin a relationship to drink. It can make two people argue with each other for hours over the smallest stuff. Over the smallest stuff. It can make people crash into windows, hurt themselves, not even notice anything, drive wildly. No drinking while driving, even though people still do it. Even though they know they shouldn't. Smoking can make you forget your situation. In fact, there's a homeless man who panhandled me and asked me for money. And he told me, hey, can you hand me some money? I'm not asking for any money. And I said, I can't. Can you help me out of the bareness of your heart? And then I said, hey, I can't help you. I can't help you, man. I can't give you money. That's what I said. I didn't say I can't help you. I said I can't give you money. I can't give you money. But I can pray for you. And he said, it is such a blessing. I used to be a drummer at a church. I used to be a drummer at a church. Do you know that? He didn't say he used to be a drummer at a church. He said he was a drummer at a church. And I know this is a little hilarious, but he said he was a drummer at a church. And he said he was a drummer at a church. He said, and I'm a drummer at a church. And you know what? I have 2 jobs and I still am out here homeless on the streets. I do not deserve to live out on the streets like this, he shouted. Gosh. And do you know what happened? I got kicked out of the house. And then there was this other man who said, look, you're going to miss the bus. And there's the RTA going the other way, all the way on the other side. He was like, bus, 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 bus. Bust. And then, man, this is a funny story. And then the bus came. And then I guess he missed the bus, even though it was on the other side of the road, on the other sidewalk. Even though the bus was riding by the other sidewalk, he was walking on the opposite, all the way on the other sidewalk across the road. He was walking on the other side of the sidewalk across the road. He was walking on the other side of the sidewalk. And he came up and interrupted our sentence like, come on, you missed the bus? Come on. And he said, he's trying to make me come to her, but I'm supposed to come, she's supposed to come to me. And I'm like, in my head, you come to her. And then that man was yelling at that man and saying, you missed the bus. You don't see that you missed the bus. And I went in and then I went in and bought my other stuff I needed. And then I went back out and he said, can you do me a favor? Can you buy me a snack? Not asking for money. I'm saying, I'll go ask someone for you. But when I came back into CVS, this CVS is now closed. And maybe that's the reason. But I came back in and said, hey, he said he's going to do a good deed. My grandson's going to do a good deed. And then I was like, I'm not going to buy him anything because I'm not allowed to do that stuff. While this little girl was shimmying to a rap song, looking at me with this cute face. I don't know. I don't know. And because I'm not allowed to do this stuff. And I said, well, we can't do any. And then he said, well, we can't do anything about that. So I ran out. And then the other man that was yelling at the girl on the bus said, why are you running? Because he's asking me to buy him a snack and I'm not allowed to do that stuff. And he said, well, go on home. I'm glad I didn't give him money, but you know, that's what drugs and alcohol can do to you. It can make you crazy, it can make you panhandle people and beg them for money. I tell you, alcohol can do a lot of stuff to you. I'm glad I don't drink. If you do drink, get off. Alcohol is not good for you. Get off. It can also make you make all kinds of false reports. It can make you lie to the. It can make you lie on employees, managers at a store, or lie on an employee, or ruin your judgment and make you do stupid things that don't make sense. Make you do random stuff. Make you lie on people. Accuse people of doing stuff. Encourage bad behavior. That's what alcohol can do. It can control you in very bad ways. Don't listen to the rappers that tell you to do the alcohol. It's not good for you. It's bad for your health. It is very bad for your health. It is not good for you. You can't listen to the rappers that tell you to do it. You gotta get off. Because if you don't get off, it's a trap. The rappers, don't listen to those rappers. Most people call those people crackheads because they're doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing. They're going crazy, going hectic, going haywire. It's not good. Stay off drugs. You know, they're not healthy. I can't even say more than that. I don't know if that's my father, but you know, they're not healthy. They can make you do a lot of stuff. I think that might be someone else's father. As long as that's not my father, I'm cool. Good. That's not my dad. At least I won't be getting yelled at for walking out. And, you didn't do the dishes yet. And I know I do stuff kind of late. It's just, it's a lot of chores. It's a whole lot of chores. Laundry shouldn't spoil for like one day. For one day, laundry shouldn't spoil. I don't think laundry should spoil for one day. Even though I didn't put my laundry in the dryer yet. That mom told me to do, I know. It's just an overwhelming amount of chores, but let's continue with this anti-drug talk. It's not good for you. You guys think you're good because you're vaping. No. There's no smoke supposed to enter your body. I don't even care if it's vape. It's still bad. You're letting toxins into your body. You think that water vapor is better for you. No. Stop vaping, stop smoking. It's not good for you. Get off. They need to stop promoting that kind of stuff because it's not cool. It's not cool. Get off. It ruins your life. Alcohol ruins your whole entire life. Alcohol is not good for you. You can ruin people's lives. It's not healthy. You should get off alcohol while you can. In many ways I described, it can make people crash through cars. It can make people destroy things for no reason. It can make people throw bad temper tantrums, even worse than the temper tantrum I threw at the Playhouse Theater. Even worse than that temper tantrum. It can make them get up and yell and cuss people out and hit people. It can make them do all kinds of bad stuff. It can make people jump to conclusions and start going wild and crazy. I heard a lot of people arguing on the cruise. Gabrielle said, oh yeah, I hear people yelling and arguing. I can see what you're talking about. I heard, I don't make sense. I make $100 an hour. I don't make sense. I make $20 an hour. I'm like, you're yelling because you make more money an hour? You're rich, you're rich. What's the argument? That's why you don't want to drink or hang out with people that you don't get along with. I hope I get along with my parents on this trip. They do give a lot of chores. Maybe it's just a ton of chores that they give. See, on the vacation, you won't have like a ton of chores. Just as long as I don't stop to sanitize on this trip. I just gotta remind myself not to stop to sanitize on this trip. I gotta remind myself not to. I have to remind myself not to stop and sanitize on this trip. Wait till I get home, back to the hotel, and everything is over. Then sanitize, or if they do get dirty, wait. If they do get dirty even a little bit, wait. Okay? They get dirty once, if they get contaminated once, they're going to get contaminated more. Wait. Good thing, good thing I don't do drugs. I'm glad I'm a sober man who doesn't do drugs. I heard a lot of arguing on the ship. Even somebody who locked their own mom out, even a kid that locked his own mom out of his house on the cruise that we were on. Someone locked their own mom out of their own house. On the cruise that we were on. It's like wild, you know, crazy. And they were screaming, and it's like, Gabrielle, when I was telling her about it, she said, oh, if your child is locking you out of your own room, then that is definitely a bad relationship. When I was giving her advice not to be in a bad relationship, if she wants to know who to date or who to be with, you know? Yeah, being with somebody that locks you out of your own room or starts drama, stay away from people who start drama. Don't be in relationships with toxic people that start drama. Don't be in relationships with toxic people, period. Stay away from people who start drama because they're crazy. Try your best to stay away from them, you know, even though it's hard and they're everywhere. Those people are weird. Give them a weird side eye and walk away. Or if they ask you anything, just say, okay, okay. You gotta kind of treat them like they're crazy, like Olaf did from Frozen, the movie Frozen. He was like, he's crazy. Yeah, it is, you're right. He's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can just, or don't say okay, but just don't say, yeah, it is. Say okay. Just say okay. And then say, maybe don't whisper that, but you know, give it the, you just gotta learn to give the little weird side eye and walk off. Because those people are crazy. That's why stay off alcohol so you don't end up like those crazy toxic people that fight and get into arguments with each other. That's why it's good to stay out of being wild and crazy, yelling at people. Stay off of drugs. You know, drugs are not healthy, cigarettes are not healthy. Stay away from all of it. If you need help, pharmaceutical drugs are not the answer, no drugs are the answer. God is. Ask God what to do, He will help you. You say, God, what should I do right now? God, what should I do in this situation? And you just sit there and listen. God, please tell me what should I do? What should I do? And just sit there and listen, and He'll guide you. God will always guide you, even if He doesn't speak English. He can talk through different things. He'll give you the answer. He just will. Yeah. You know, I think I pretty much covered everything in this video. So, hey guys, like, comment, and subscribe. You see all my beautiful necklaces. I might even have to sanitize the back after this video. Sanitize my necklaces a little bit after this video. I might have to sanitize a little bit. But on the trip, I just have to know I can't sanitize at the wrong time. And I have to just know not to sanitize at every moment, even with hand sanitizer, or maybe sanitize my hands with hand sanitizer while my mom is not looking, and do that light sanitizing thing, that UV light sanitizing thing, after all the fun is over when I'm at home. But Cool Joel signing out. Like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Cool Joel.